Okay, so this is going to be a quick calendar demonstration that shows how you can set up on Drupal 10, how you can set up departmental calendars within an organization that are contained for the people within the various departments. So I've got a green calendar here and a purple calendar over on the right side. And then think of these as departments, and we've got people on the green team over here, and we've got people on the purple team over here. So over here, I'm logged in as purple student, and over here, I'm logged in as green student. So green student goes to green calendar and says add reservation. They are in the example site affiliation. So we're going to set site affiliation to example. And when I change that to example, an AJAX call kicks in and does a entity reference dynamic view lookup. That's a long mouthful of explanation for what happens here. But this is a parent-child field relationship. So based on your parent setting, your child setting is going to change. And it's smart enough to know that if you set one for, say if I set the yoga studio in example, and then I go and I change example to pilot, it's going to unset. It's going to unset the location. So I'm on the green calendar, add reservation. I'm under the example affiliation, and that gives me these locations. So we'll look over here at purple student. When they go to the calendar, if they do a reservation, now it's the same form, it's the same reservation form, but based on who you are, these fields are dynamic and will change. So they're going to go ahead and go into the pilot site, and now they have different locations. So over here, we're going to say example site, casino will be casino night. And we're going to leave the start date, end date alone. Now, this site permission area is the next step of the project. So we're gonna get into the site permission a little bit further down, but I don't want to get slowed down too much in this demo. That said, what's going to happen here is example site could either be, you could set the permission so that no one would have access, or everyone could have access, or you could contain it only within the example. So for the moment, we're going to make this a public reservation that everybody can see. When we hit save, you're going to notice there'll be an alert that shows ECA. We're going to have a workflow event will kick in when we do save, and you'll see some further information. So we're going to go ahead and hit save here. And this was the event I was talking about. So what's going to happen is this location will be dynamically set during the save function through this ECA, or event condition workflow, or event condition action is what ECA stands for. So there's a workflow action that will fire that dynamically sets based on what the affiliation is and whether or not the user chooses to make this public. You can change the ultimate permission of this content. So for now, we're going to go ahead and leave that public on this side. So over here on the purple calendar, we'll set this to pilot, and we'll say patio bounce house, bounce night, and you'll notice the option down here has changed slightly. Because I'm in the pilot group, I can choose pilot. Over here, this person, they had the option to choose example. And so you'll notice, this is trimmed down to what you have access to. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit save on that. You'll notice the ECA workflow kicks in. And then now as we go to look at the purple calendar, we see bounce night over here. And on the green calendar, what did we do? We did casino night. Okay, so the purpose of the demonstration really is to just highlight how the Ajax code here is updating this location field below as a parent-child relationship. So again, there's a little bit of module code that triggers the Ajax based on this trigger, fires the Ajax that looks up the view that populates the location. So you can just think parent-child relationship. And I'll share out a little bit of the code if you're interested in the form alter module hook that you drop in there to make that happen. I'll share that out here in some documentation.